So welcome. I'm so excited to announce that we're coming to the end of our summer. We just did 3 Reveal to Heal workshops, and we're leading into our summer workshop series for Gwen. And we have today Filippo Voltaggio from Recalibration. He's going to talk about the 24th and 25th of July. And then we have Wanda Webster and Christopher Mack, who are going to talk about the Journey Within, which begins August 3rd every Saturday for 1 hour a week for 10 weeks, and you'll be able to change your life and recalibrate it and reveal the heal. I'm Tess Cacciatore from Global Women's Empowerment Network, and we're putting on this workshop series. We are about transforming lives through the power of storytelling. Everyone has a story, and every story is important. And whether you know it or not, if you get to the point where you want to write your story as a chapter in one of our books, or if you want to write a whole book or a series of novels, you can come to Gwen Books, and you have a safe place to tell your story, because when one person picks up your book or your chapter and changes their life, you'll be responsible for that beautiful action. So I'm going to turn this over. We do Gwen with the men, and as you can see we have Filippo Voltaggio from the Life Changes show. He's the host of this beautiful show that's been going on for the last 10 years. He does it live every Monday night at 7 o'clock, but if you go to the lifechangeshow.com, you can see the archive of all the beautiful shows. And action.
Hi, I'm Filippo Voltaggio, host of the Life Changes show. I am an author of The Little Dog That Could, and I am the creator of the Recalibration Workshop. The Recalibration Workshop actually came through my experience with The Little Dog That Could. It came through an experience of a lifetime of wanting to be what everybody else wanted me to be and never succeeding, because ultimately it wasn't who I was and wasn't who I wanted to be. So in the process of finding out who it is that I want to be and how do I become me, I took a lot of different workshops, worked with a lot of different people, and I experienced and learned some great things, and I wanted experiences and learning that I wasn't getting from these other workshops. So together with Mark Lejeune and Dorothy Lee Donahue of the Life Changes team, we started to work on what is it that is missing in a lot of the workshops out there in the world that we collectively have taken or that we are aware of, and what can we put into the recalibration that can help people like I want to be helped, like we want to be helped, and like so many of us want to be helped to become and be okay with, proud of, and create the future us that matches and aligns with who we are. So over the course of the recalibration, in this case, an online version, we are going to get to see each other, thankfully, to this technology, and get to work with each other on literally us seeing each other and supporting each other in looking at the patterns from the past, the experiences from the past, the patterns we are experiencing in the future, and whether or not we want to take all of that into, in the present, and whether or not we want to take all of that into the future, determine what it is we do want to take, how we want to take it, and then be that now. We call that the recalibration. We look forward to you joining us.
That is so important, because right now in this time of transformation on the planet and all of us are locked in, we do get to use this technology to all come together, which is really important. And then we have the 24th and 25th of July, it's a Friday night for orientation and an all-day intensive on Saturday. So if you're ready to recalibrate like the mechanic does on our cars and we do on the clocks, as Filippo said, then it's a really great workshop for you. And now I want to have Christopher Mack and Wanda Webster talk about their journey within. They have a book that they've co-authored called The Journey Within. And so every Saturday, from August 1st to October 3rd, you're going to be able to be in the hands of these beautiful, loving couple, and they will take you to the journey within.
Thank you, Tess. The Journey Within started as a group that I've done downtown for 11 years. I had another partner, his name was John, but this beautiful woman, Wanda Webster, and I got together and started put the content into a digestible meal.
Right. It was originally a 10-week program that we piloted downtown on Skid Row and surrounding areas, and decided, well, this needs to be in a book. And these techniques that we have are things that we use to transform our life. Because what we found is that everybody has wounds and traumas that they've gone through as children growing up in the world that we have. Even if you have the greatest parents in the world, what children perceive might be a misperception of something, and it creates a wound. So this is a way for, like, the first chapter, first week, we'll be delving into some of those childhood wounds. And the question becomes so important. What kind of a question are you asking yourself?
It's up to you to ask the question in order for you to get the results, because each life has a different question. And when you ask these questions, they begin to do the work on the individual. And I call this the dynamics of recovery. When you come to a place where you get this aha moment, and then you get a freedom to explore other areas of your life. Not only trying to get rid of things, sometimes it can be much more confusing than just transforming them. But in the question, we get a chance to see it, to feel it, to heal it, and then to move on to do other things in our life. Choice becomes apparent.
Because if you don't heal the wounds, what happens is that this obsessive compulsive thoughts and behaviors start to overtake your life. And you're not living the authentic life that you were meant to live. Because something else is controlling it. Something else is sending out messages to you. So you have a lot of reactions. You have a lot of thoughts, behaviors, beliefs that stem from these old wounds. So addiction is not substance related. It is obsessive compulsive thought disorder. So don't be,
a lot of times people become confused with
Right.
when we talk about addiction, and they think about addiction as being substance driven, when really at the root of every addiction, before you even take anything, is this obsession, this compulsion to do something. And we've never been free of compulsions ever since we inherited the wounds. The wounds come into our lives in various forms, different ways. I always like to imagine the 2-year-old who's told no. Now he starts to develop a resistance and a rebellion to that very thing. And things that say no to him, he's always doing it, even up into his later adult life. And so now he's not being able to make choices, he's reacting to the wound. And so these wounds start to dominate and drive us. So when our ideas, our emotions, and our attitude, they dominate us, that's what we live by.
That's amazing. So if you want to have this opportunity to be with these wonderful people, this is intimate. There's limited seating. They've reduced the prices of their workshops. We're going to be able to facilitate all of your needs to be able to recalibrate, take the journey within, and to have the Reveal to Heal space. So as you can see, the 2 workshops together are going to be able to recalibrate you and take your journey within. So with the links that you see in this post, you'll be able to go to the Amazon bookstore to get the 3 books. Homeless to the White House, which is my book, The Little Dog That Could, which is Filippo Voltaggio's book, and The Journey Within, co-authored by Wanda Webster and Christopher Mack. Now that book is required for the workshop. And then you'll also see the links to the dates, which are going to be a Friday evening for the orientation of recalibration and an all-day intensive where you have a safe place to do the journey and recalibrate your heart, your mind, your soul. And that'll be an all-day Saturday. Then the following week, we're going to go into 10 weeks. It's 1 hour a week with the Journey Within. And you'll be able to put all this together and transform your lives and to reveal to heal. You can go to gwen.global/donate and you can find out more information about the workshops and also purchase tickets to go. They're limited seating, and I have to tell you the cost on this is drastically reduced because we know that people are economically hit right now because of everything that's going on in the world, and we want to make sure that you get to heal. So thank you so much for joining us, and we can't wait to see you on the Zoom meetings and webinars. Thank you.